Hello everyone, welcome you all. On behalf of KK Secondary School and Junior College Saraswati Nagar, Nasik, myself Priyanka Aire. Today we'll learn about topic human settlement and land use in 12th standard. So first of all, understand the term of human settlement and land use. So basically, human settlement means cluster or dwelling of any type or size where human beings live. So settlements could be small and sparsely spaced. They may also be large and closely spaced. The sparsely located small settlements are called villages, so specializing in agriculture or other primary activities. So, types of settlements is the very types of settlements. The study of human settlement is essential to human geography because the form of settlement in any particular region reflects the human relationship with the environment. So basically, mainly four types of settlement. First, compact and nucleated settlement. So what is meant by compact settlement? A compact settlement is a closely built area of dwelling wherever flat land is available. Then second, dispersed settlements. So what is meant by dispersed settlement? They are found mainly in the regions with grassland, thick forest, poor agricultural lands, extreme climate, regions with extensive cultivation. Live in the agricultural land is opposed to distant settlement. Then third, semi-cluster settlement. So what is meant by semi-cluster settlement? Such a settlement are characterized by small but compact nucleus around which hamlets are dispersed and form of a ring around the main settlement. And last one, isolated settlement pattern. So basically, isolation settlement refers to areas either in the long distance away from cities where there is a lack of facilities, as well as transportation, market, training place, educational institution. So various types of settlements is characterized by. So first of all, linear pattern. First, settlement occur along a road, railway, canal or river. Second, they are in a straight line or take the shape of the road or the river. And third, they are in straight line or take the shape of the road or the river. Second, rectangular pattern. Which characterized by rectangular pattern? So first, settlements are in a straight line. Second, such lines are parallel to each other. And third, these days planned cities may take such a shape. Third, patternless. With the development of this settlement, the size of the population also increases. And then second, increasing population leads to haphazard development of settlements. Fourth, radial pattern. Settlements grow around a central object or center. Second, each central point plays an important role in development of these settlements around it. Circular pattern. Settlement take a shape around a lake. Houses are closely spaced because of availability of water. Triangular pattern. First, found at the confluence of two rivers or roads. Second, the settlements can grow in all three sides due to physical or social reasons. So basically, new point is the land use. So what is meant by land use? The land around you is put to different uses. Some land is occupied by rivers, some may have trees, and some parts roads and building have been built. So different types of lands are suited to different uses. Land use classification. So basically, land use in rural areas is different from the urban areas. So generally in rural areas, land use revolves around agriculture. The classification of land use in rural areas is done according to the land record department. So it is as follows. So various factors is the mostly important of the land use classification. So first, forest. Then second, non-agricultural uses. Third, barren and wasteland. Fourth, area under permanent pasture and grazing lands. Fifth, area under miscellaneous tree crops and growths. It means not included in net zone area. 6. Cultural wasteland. 7. Current fallow. 8. Fallow other than current fallow. And last one is the net area zone. So basically, land use in urban areas. First, residential areas. Second, industrial areas. Third, institutional areas. Fourth, recreational areas. Fifth, transportation. Sixth, commercial areas. 7, plot layouts. And last one is the mixed land use. Rural urban fringe. So the rural urban fringe, also known as the outskirts, rural, per-urban or the urban hinterland, can be described as a landscape interface between town and country or also as the transition zone where urban and rural uses mix and often clash. The urban-rural fringe contains a mixture of land use. Suburbs. A suburbs is an area of the town or city, a little away from downtown where there are fewer big buildings and mainly houses, school and shops. Such places are called suburbs. Sometimes the suburbs cover a very large area. This led to the growth of suburbs as residential areas. For example, Bandhu, Kalyan, Bihar, etc. are considered to be the suburbs of the main city of India.